Good afternoon and welcome back to Innovation Alley. My name is Jim Griffin. I'm head of Money Market Services for Calastone. And a lot of people, I think one of the things I wanted to do today was introduce the world of Calastone to the audience here and who we are and what we do. We're the world's largest fund network. We've been working with mutual funds for the last 14 years. But as I mentioned, I head up the Money Market Services today, and I'm building out a program that I think is very interesting for a lot of the fund providers here. As I mentioned, Calastone is connecting and digitalizing the global liquidity fund industry, and today we're already supporting a lot of the world's largest corporations. We're working with a lot of the global banks on automated payments. We're connected to 19 of the 20 largest fund providers, and we also provide unrivaled treasury management integration today. So as I mentioned, I am handling the money market services, but our firm goes back 14 years, and starting out in 2008, we did our first trade in the United Kingdom. At that point, we started with 90 clients, and today in 2022, we sit with 3,100 clients. We've built our messaging system over the years, and now we're up to over 500 million messages on a daily basis. In 2019, we started our digital ledger technology, and we've leveraged this technology to grow out the money market services space, which began in 2020. We were acquired by the Carlyle Group at that time, and also received our first contract from one of the world's largest fund portals to build out a solution for them, and immediately added 250 clients to our register. So one of the things that we hear quite a bit about is the fragmentation within the money market space for investors. And as we go through these conferences and we talk to clients, we hear more and more about that from a connectivity perspective of how to make the life of a corporate treasurer easier. So as you can see today, corporate treasurers have different ways of accessing the funds. They can either do it directly, as with corporate A example. The corporate B and C, they can go through a portal or through their TMSs to do it. But this creates multiple connections, a very manual process, something we would call the swivel chair process. And then this makes it a very slow and error-prone aspect to the business. And for corporate treasurers, the ability to have real-time data and real-time connectivity is very important and something that they need to have done for a seamless transaction. So how does Calastone step into this? Well, we've taken the friction out of it by providing one pipe across our digital ledger technology that gets the corporate to their fund provider in one direct connection. We do this through 4 different services. It's our trade execution, settlements, reporting, and our sweep program. And what it does is it enhances the sales cost controls for these clients. It gives them one connection to the market, it reduces their risk, and it's also a faster onboarding process. We're very proud of the fact that we can get clients onboarded in a matter of 2 to 3 days, as opposed to the multiple weeks that it would take normally. To talk a little bit more about those products and services, we'll start with the automated trading and settlements payments. As you can see, it can be quite a complicated process, but Calastone sits in between and streamlines this, gives you trade certainty. It also harmonizes the communication between the fund provider as well as the corporate. And it takes that friction away and the error-prone aspect of it that would cause fails and that result in multiple losses for cash providers every day. We also provide automated reporting, and this is real-time reporting that goes to a TMS from the fund provider with just one push of a button. The reporting provides real-time rate, yields, transactions directly to your TMS with just the push of one button. We also can create bespoke reporting that helps clients build their own files, and that's something that might take us a little bit longer to do, but between the messaging that we do, we're able to provide that in multiple different formats. So the reporting and the trade execution can speak directly to your fund provider in your own language, back to theirs, and then reverse it back into yours, into your TMS. all without you knowing it, and all instantaneously. One of the things that we're really working on and bringing forward in our roadmap is our cash sweep capability. And what this is going to allow clients to do is have real-time cash reporting that will enable them to sweep their money out of their bank accounts. So any bank account that you're hooked up with, whether that's at Bank of America, JP Morgan, or other large institutions, we can have a direct feed into those providers and have your balances available to you so you know exactly what cash you have on hand to invest in real time. This is all integrated into the settlement process and winds up through your fund provider to your TA and back to your TMS again. One of the things that we take pride on is the fact that we're a global company. And one of the things that really is necessary in a global atmosphere is service. And we rank among the top level of service providers out there. Because we're a global money fund network, we provide you with 24-hour support. We have 95% first line fixed rate for operational questions and a seamless and continuous service that goes out there. I think one of the most interesting things that I've heard and seen since I started here is that we actually can see trade issues before the fund providers or the portals. And we can alert them very quickly if there is an outage or some issue as far as balances go. The other thing that I found interesting is that a transaction will take about 15 seconds from start to finish, and we can track those cash movements globally for you. So kind of in summary, the Calastone process takes all the manual processing out of the work for a corporate treasurer. As you can see, as we've discussed, treasurers have to manually view their cash balances, make that trade decision, execute and request it. We sit in the middle and we provide that seamless transaction from one stop to the final stop and back again, making the life of a treasurer much easier. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about Calastone, we're over here in Innovation Alley at the booth, but I'd also take any questions that anyone has at this time.